Hey guys, back with more Duel Links. Today I've got another farming deck for you guys. This time it's not going to be for a character, it's going to be for a playmat. I want to start this new series I'll call Mat Mastery, where I showcase these kind of farming decks so you can obtain these beautiful playmats for yourself. Today we'll start off with Yubel, our most recent one. It's a wonderful mat, by the way. And I've got two deck lists for these. I'll leave them in the description below. We'll start off with the first one here on screen. Now, in order to get these playmats, you have to summon a specific monster 100 times. There are a couple exceptions to this rule though. You will have to, I believe something like Ojama King, you'll have to fusion summon. I'm not sure if it's only the first time or each time, so as we dive deeper into the series, we'll figure that out. Now, when you're using these farming decks, you want to use them against level 10 legendary duelists. Now, the reason why you want to do that is because their monsters contain low stats. They're usually around, I believe it's 1400 or below, and usually none of them have anything higher than that. I can't say for sure that all of them have that, but my safest so far have been Taya and Paradox Brothers. Now, as you see, most of the deck is made up of a couple of pieces, and then the rest are just draw cards in order to draw those. What you want to aim for at the beginning of these farms is you want to pick up Gonogo. If you don't start it in your hand, you can trigger the skill fairly easily. That's why we have Draw Sense Earth. You'll add that Gonogo from our deck to our hand. Now, Gonogo, although he's a combo piece, he also has pretty beefy defense. He's at 1600 defense, which means hopefully none of the monsters will be able to get through it. Taya doesn't, I've checked though, Taya doesn't have any monsters that can go through it, so we should be safe. And don't worry about Taya losing any life points, that'll be fine for us, because we're not looking to farm points here, we're just looking to farm those summons. Now with Gonogo, what we want to do is as soon as we have all of our pieces ready, we will Mystic Box our Gonogo so that we can switch it to our opponent's side of the field. The reason we're doing that is that when we summon our Yubels, we will crash our Yubel into Gonogo. Gonogo's effect is that it'll turn any monster it battles face down, which is perfect for our Yubel, because Yubel has the effect that it cannot take any battle damage, cannot be destroyed by battle, and during the end phase, you can either tribute a monster or destroy Yubel. And since Yubel is face down during the end phase, it'll prevent it from being destroyed. And don't worry either if you're thinking about, well, what if the AI chooses to attack Yubel with a monster? It won't happen. The AI already knows that Yubel is face down, so it won't do anything with it. Now, to summon Yubels, we're using Mausoleum of the Emperor, and what that does is that if you tribute summon a monster, you can normal summon it by paying 1000 life points times the number of tributes you need to normally tribute summon it. So basically with Yubel, she is, I believe, a 10 star. Either way, that requires 2 tributes, which means it'll cost us 2000 life points to summon our Yubels. So we'll need a couple of healing cards. I've got the 2 Supremacy Berry in the deck, and then the Graceful Tear to help that as well. Now, as soon as we get all 3 Yubel, it's fairly easy. All you have to do is flip every single Yubel that's set face up, crash them all into Gonogo, and then just end your turn. Now, as you notice, I do have Mask of the Remnants here, and basically what that is for is it's to prevent us from decking out. And to prevent our opponent from decking out, we're using a combination of Graceful Tear and Localized Tornado. By using Graceful Tear, we can gift Localized Tornado so that the AI can set it and then play it when it's only at like I believe 3 cards left in the deck now. So you just repeat this process. You get 3 summons per turn, and the highest turn you can reach is 51. As soon as you reach turn 51, then the duel ends at a draw, which is fine because we still get the summons still count. Same goes with surrendering and actually winning the duel for some reason. Alright, well, now that we moved on from that first farm, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the second deck list. This one's a little different. Instead of using Mausoleum of the Emperor to summon our Yubels, we're using a combination of Darkwold, Grimoire, and Finite Cards. A couple of tech in here. There is one tech that I put in here just to keep it and act as a safety net, and it's Pot of Benevolence. It's not exactly needed if you know how to do your math right, but I put in here in case I mess up. But basically how the combo works is once you have all your pieces ready, you can start by playing Grimoire and then Finite Cards. And what that'll do is Finite Cards reduces each player's hand to a size of 3. And what Grimoire does is when you discard a monster during the end phase due to the hand size limit, then you can special summon one of those monsters. So by keeping our hand at 4 when this combination is set up, we can discard a Yubel and then special summon it from the graveyard using Grimoire. And as you can see, same strategy here. We're just trying to use our draw cards and then pick up Gonogo either via the skill or the draw cards. Now this is a little tricky because you do have to be careful to not play Finite Cards early, otherwise you can screw yourself over and discard cards you might need. So just be wary of that. Just check your hand once you have the combination set up. See if you would put yourself in a situation where you'd have to discard unnecessary cards or combo pieces you may need. Alright, so just gonna set Graceful Tear, set up Localized Tornado. There are some level 10 legendary duelists that have spells and traps that they'll set, so I don't encounter that problem here with Paradox and Taya, but as soon as you get Localized Tornado and Graceful Tear, you'll definitely want to activate Graceful Tear and gift your Localized Tornado as soon as possible. Alright, we're at 6 cards left. Almost got all our pieces. Now you notice I'm using Good Goblin Housekeeping here instead of Shard of Greed from the previous deck list. You can use either one. You can even use monsters that draw. These are just draw cards that I feel anyone can use. Alright, so here we go. We've just discarded a Yubel because of Finite Cards, and then Grimoire brings it back. Now don't forget to attack Gonogo with Yubel. Oh, and one thing, also notice the fact that when we summoned Yubel during the end phase, Grimoire special summoned it from the end phase, and then for some reason Yubel's effect did not trigger for it to destroy itself. I'm not clear on why. I'm assuming it misses the timing somehow, but either way this is perfect for us. So Mask of Remnants to return it back. Now we just skip our turn. We're not gonna play the Pot of Benevolence yet, because that would give us 3 cards in hand, and then we can't discard the Yubel. Although at this point we don't actually have to play Pot of Benevolence. Alright, so same strat. Flip all of these up. Now what I like to do is, when I Mystic Box Gonogo, I put him on the right side so that it's much easier. So I would play Mask of the Remnants, start from the left, and start flipping face up Yubel left to right. Then, since my cursor is already on the right side, I can just enter the battle phase, attack Yubel, Gonogo, attack Gonogo with Yubels from right to left, and then end turn, and then repeat the process over and over. Really easy. As you see, we're already at turn 31. Obviously this kind of farming requires patience, but thankfully with Yubel, this is actually the highest we can ever achieve so far with such a monster. These net about 50 to 60, I think around more 60. It usually just takes 2 duels to actually win and obtain the map with this deck. Alright, well, we're almost at 47 now. As soon as we hit 51, it'll end at a draw. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.